I know this is a tough job, tasting chocolate and pairing it with wine, but you know what? This morning, and it is morning by the way, that's what I get to do at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you know what? It's a really hard job to get. So if you'd like the job, get in line. But I'm tasting chocolates and wine right now, and it's sometimes that's a pretty simple thing to do. Sometimes you get natural flavors right out of the chutes. You know exactly what wine to pair it with. But these are really unusual chocolates that I'm pairing for a radio show tomorrow in regards to Valentine's Day. And let me just read one to you. This is Woolloomooloo Bar. And the Woolloomooloo Bar has roasted and salted macadamia nuts and Indonesian coconut with hemp seeds and is 45% cacao. This one is the Naga Bar, which has got sweet Indian curry and coconut. Okay, so give me a break, because curry and wine, that is a really tough combination. But they're very good chocolates. In fact, the balance of all these odd flavors goes really well with the chocolate. And so now I'm trying to find some wines to go with it. And what was interesting is the wines that I originally thought, after I tasted the wines, went into the wine shop and pulled the samples, didn't work as well as I thought they would. So I pulled some more samples, and I pulled some more samples to find a match with each one of these chocolates. There's the Oaxaca Bar, which has got pasilla chilies in it, which is a sweet Mexican chili, and it's got sweet chocolate, and it's 75% cacao, which is really dark chocolate. And the last one I paired was called Moe's Dark, and that's got hickory smoked uncured bacon in it, okay? And alderwood smoked salt, so that's a smoky wine. For instance, in this wine, I thought a smoky Syrah would go really well, but it ended up that there was too much smoke, too much game, didn't really match that well. I also wanted to get some white wines in this mix to sort of balance things out and see if I could find a white wine to match. So what I was working on was not only the flavors and the sweetness level, but I was also working on the body of the wine and the chocolate mixing together, because sometimes a wine's gonna be too acidic for a fat chocolate, and vice versa. A sort of a lean chocolate with a fat wine doesn't work either. So I tasted through all these wines. I got this Merlot, and that ended up being this J.J. Merlot from Paso Robles. I ended up matching with the Woolloomooloo, which had the coconut and the macadamia nut, because I needed something with that vanilla sort of grippiness. I mean, that vanilla spice flavors, and that's what this Merlot had with it. With the Oaxaca Bar, I worked on this one. This was tough because it has the sweet chilies in it. And I ended up with the Babcock Pinot Noir. It had a little lean character, which went really well with the dark chocolate, and then that sweet chili kind of came through and balanced with the spiciness of the Pinot Noir, and that's from the Santa Barbara County. The Indian curry one, that was a tough one, and that's why I ended up with the white wine. This one actually was, I nailed it on the first time. This is the Tortoise Creek Viognier, which is a leaner Viognier. It's not that fat sort of over tropical one. So it has some nice balancing acids to go with this Indian curry. Really, really nice wine. And then the bacon and salt wine, I mean the chocolate, which was really tough. And I was looking for something with a lot of oomph in it in the middle and a lot of acid in the finish. And that ended up with the Romanza Zinfandel from Lodi, and that had to have some age and depth to it. So this one's got, it's a 2005, and so it was nicely balanced, went really well with the bacon and the salt. So a fun exercise, do it at home. These chocolates are available at Bristol Farms. They're very reasonable price. They come in little chunks. I'm gonna have the staff taste them a little later, but a really fun exercise to go through, even at 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, see me on the radio. Good to see you again.